Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to see direct proportion for year 7 students. Let's get started. Proportion. Inside that we are going to see today direct proportion. What is proportion? When two quantities are in proportion, a change in one quantity corresponds to the change in the other. When one quantity changes, it will change the other quantity also. A proportion is an equation showing two ratios are equivalent. What's the meaning of that? In proportion, if we take the two ratios as A is to B and C is to D, where B and C are called the means or the mean terms because they are in the middle, so that's why they are called mean terms. A and D, here A and D are called extremes as they are in the extreme position, so they are called extreme terms. This will be written as A is to B proportion to C is to D. This sign is the proportional sign. This will be written as A over B is equal to C over D. A proportion is a type of ratio that relates a part to a whole. We have one complete whole and then out of that, if we are taking one part of it and we have to figure it out how much is that part of the full whole is called your proportion. Let's see one example here. In the class with 20 women and 80 men, the total class size is 100 because 80 plus 20 is 100. The proportion of the men is 80 over 100, which is equals to 80%. How many type of proportions are there? There are two type of proportions, direct proportion and indirect proportion. In this video, we are going to see direct proportion. What is direct proportion? In direct proportion, when one quantity increases, the other quantity will also increase. When one quantity decreases, the other quantity also decreases. Here the two quantities are always in the same ratio. So the ratio will be the same in both the quantities. If one quantity increases, if you say the x is increases, then the y is also increasing. If we reduce that, y is here and x is here. Then if you take another y value here which is reducing, the x value is also reducing here. This is your direct proportion. If y is directly proportional to x, how do we write it? If y is directly proportional to x, then it will be written as y directly proportional to x. So this symbol is basically the proportional sign. If I remove this proportional sign, one constant k will come. So the equation this will be written as y is equal to kx. Or you can write down, if you move x on this side, that will be equal to y over x is equal to k, where k is a constant and k is not equal to 0. The graph of y is equal to kx is a straight line because as you can see that the power is 1, 1. So this is a straight line. When you put x is equal to 0, your answer will be y is equal to 0. This shows you that this will pass through the origin. So this is your line where y is equal to kx. If we take any 2 points on this line, the ratio y1 over y2 is equal to x1 over x2. Or we can write down y1 over x1 is equal to y2 over x2. We are switching the positions here, where x1, y1 and x2, y2 are any two pair of values of x and y. Let's see one example here. The table shows the number of hours T and the amount of wages y dollars earned by Mark. The number of hours, the wages he will get as in dollars is $180 when he is working for 10 hours. Similarly, for 20 hours, he is getting $360. For 30 hours, he is getting $540. For 40 hours, he is getting $720. For 50 hours, he is getting $900. Let's see the first question here. Show that y and t are in direct proportion. If they are in the direct proportion, that means if I take the ratio of t and y, it should be the constant in each and every term. Let's see that whether it is there or not. If I do it 180 over 10, which is y over t, I am doing it out. 0 got cancelled from here and my ratio is 18 here. Let's see the another quantity here. Let's take 540 over 30. 0 got cancelled from here. If you divide 54 by 3, your answer will be equal to 18. This shows you that y and t are in direct proportion. We will write down as y over t is equal to 18. That is my equation here. Next question. Write down an equation connecting y and t. We will move this t on right hand side and we will write down the relation as y is equal to 18t. This shows you that y is directly proportional to t because the k value is 18 here. So this will be my answer. Let's see the third part here. Use the equation in part B to find out the value of y when t is equal to 62. Let's substitute this value for t here in this equation and get the answer for y. If I substitute this value, y is equal to 18 times of 62. If you multiply that, your answer will be equal to 1116. That is the value for y. Next question. The value of t when y is equal to 225. Let's substitute this 225 here in this equation. We will get that 225 is equal to 18t. This will give you that 225 over 18. You divide this on this side. If you divide it, your answer will be equal to 12.5. That will be your value for t. Let's see the fourth question here. Draw the graph of y against t. We have to plot this graph. I have already plotted the graph for you, as you can see from here. This is the t values we have. This 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. I took the scale as on t axis 2 centimeter is equal to 10 hours. On the y axis it is my wages. Y axis I am considering as 1 centimeter is equal to $100. This is your 1 centimeter and it will show you $100 and the wages goes from 200, 400, 600, 800 and 1000. My first value was 10, 180. So at t is equal to 10, this will show you 180. Next value is 20, 360. So this point is here. Next value is 30, 540. As you can see that here, this is 30 and this is 540 here. This is 500 and this is 540. Next value is 40, 720. This is your 40 and this will be 700 and this will be 720. Next value is 50, 900. As you can see that this is 50 and this is 900. I joined all the values and this is my graph for this question. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Bye bye everyone.